Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. You are in Kershwick, the Atlanta of Drekis. Yep. And it's nice, you know? There's some gambling going on over here. There's a nice big river with barges floating down it. There's some great seafood. There's some nice Cajun food, too. Aside from the weird accents and the folks who live on the outside of town, it's great. Yeah, right next to the Briny Bay. So, you already have a ship lined up. Someone's gonna have to shill out 5 gold pieces for it. But then you can make your way over here. If you want the ship to pick you up later, you're gonna have to shill out another 5 gold as well.
Yeah, we do that.
Okay, who's paying for all this?
I got it.
All right, Shag. So, anything you guys want to do, or should we just hop on the boat and get there?
Just in case we go with this other plan, I'm going to pick up a set of noble clothes while we're here.
What other plan?
Going
You have
into the
another
front
plan?
door.
Oh, okay. So you can pick up a set of noble clothes. They're going to cost you a lot of money.
How much?
Let's see. You're going to have to spend at least 6,000 copper. So 60 gold.
Okay, I can live with that.
Yeah. Yep. Perfect. And you can get things in your size and tailored a little bit, and it'll be great. Sweet. Let's go. You sail. You stop. They drop you off. There's a small little coastal town that they put you in a skiff and send you towards. It's a little fishing village. It's called Flounder's Reach. It's a lovely little place. And you arrive here in Flounder's Reach. You're greeted by some of the local denizens who are wearing, like cut-off shorts and not much else. And they're, gazing out at you as you row in and hurry up to your boat as you land and say, "Oh, welcome. Welcome to Flounder's Reach. What can we... You here to buy or sell?"
We're looking for tall.
Actually, yeah, we heard that we had a flounder fish at another restaurant, and we came to Flounder's Reach to get more of the fish. That's why you guys named the town this, right?
Well, it's because we used to have flounders, and we hunted them to extinction, and now we don't have any flounders anymore. So we import them and release them in the area, and then we allow tourists to come and catch them. So we could take you to Flounder Bay, where there are plenty of flounder for you to catch, if you so desire.
Okay.
But it's a catch and release sort of thing,
That is almost exactly the situation we have with gnomes where I come from.
You import gnomes for catching and releasing?
We're looking
Yes,
for
you
the
hunted
Tower
them to
Tall
extinction.
Manor. Do you know where that is?
Power flag tall man.
Tower
Yeah,
Flight
it's-
Tall.
Listen to him. He's
Yeah, it's right this way. It's outside of town, but it closes soon, so you should get there as quickly as you can before they close for the day.
Yeah.
I'm just on
If you
the
leave
mechanical dragon,
right now, you'll get there.
Okay.
that's the plan.
All right, go. It's that
Sorry
way.
about our grandpa. And I start dragging the Sauron character.
He gives you the OK symbol, and I guess you can head off.
Good
And
luck.
sure, go ahead.
I just said good luck as we left.
Okay, you guys head out,
Is
and
there somebody?
huh?
It seems we have sneaky people among us. Perhaps one could stake out the estate and see what its weaknesses are.
Yeah, I can do that.
Finalize a plan.
They'll never know I was there.
Go for it, boss. You're the fastest of us
That would
all.
be the same with me because I'm not going.
Yes, neither am I.
See, they will never know that
He's just doing a stakeout real quick.
All right.
You guys just stick out. I'll go in and scout the place out. Yeah, it'll be great.
So So there's a stakeout and scouting it out. Aren't stakeouts the same as scouting it out?
No, stakeout's like you stay in one spot. I'm actually gonna go there.
Okay. All right.
Do
Only mildly.
You want to
confused.
have a signal to tell us to come to your aid if something should go wrong.
If they raise an alarm, I'm in trouble.
Yes, that is why it would be good to have a signal to tell us
The
you're
alarm
in
is
trouble.
the signal.
I was gonna say that. What if you trigger the alarm yourself, and then we'll know something is wrong?
Do you
My
want
God,
to
that's genius.
have a blast a horn or a hunting horn if you're in trouble, or perhaps have a safe word that you can shout?
If things go south and we hear alarms, we'll bring your dragon and try and save you.
Yes.
All right. So
Yes. Just also know that if the alarms sound, I'm getting the fuck out of there. I'm not staying.
Yes, we are.
So if you guys don't see me anywhere,
we will also leave and
I'll
assume
find you. I'll find you.
Is there an amount
Okay,
of time
gotcha.
after which you would like us to go in and look for you?
After the alarm rings, if I don't find you guys, give me 3 hours.
All right. Because I don't want to have to convince Neal that right at the opportune moment we suddenly decide to check on you.
I appreciate that.
Yep. 3 hours after any alarms get raised. If no alarms are raised, everything's Gucci.
Okay, so the alarm is raised. 3 hours later, you want us to come to the, like, down to the manor?
Just come in town and just start like feeling around, just see what's been going down.
After 3 hours.
After 3 hours, so that way I have enough time to get the fuck out and find you guys.
Could we
Right.
just stay at the inn then?
Yes, it's a great idea.
All right. So this over here is sort of our layout. This series of concentric rectangles are going to be the fort itself. This is a small palisade wall that's built around it. Then the second concentric square is the keep itself, and the third concentric rectangle is the tallest tower on it. And adjacent to this thing is the village, which I've just outlined with a big circle so you can get relative size and everything. It's a pretty small village, and around it are all farms and fields and everything, but this is like the downtown sector. And then right adjacent to that is the walled keep and all that jazz, which should probably be turned on an angle so that it's more like that. Perfect.
Perfect.
And you guys are going to be approaching from this direction. So you'll be walking, and then you'll see this tall tower reaching to the sky with a flag of another tall tower on top of it. Notably, the tower on the flag is different than the tower the flag is on. It's a whole different philosophical question for another time, though. So how would you like to go about this?
We'll go into town. How late in the day is it?
I don't know, noon? A little afternoon?
All right.
So, like, circumvent the tower and just go into town?
Yeah, go into town. We don't need to go.
Perfect.
There.
Perfect,
Find a
yeah.
place to stay.
Yeah,
And then-
they're... Go ahead, sorry, I keep interrupting.
Then after dinner, that's when I'll start doing my thing.
Great. There is only one inn in town. It is called the... what was it?
The
had a
bard,
name.
right?
The Flea Bite Inn. God, I had a better name earlier, but it's called the Flea Bite Inn. And it's got one big common room with a bunch of furs that it lays down, and then anyone that wants to pay a couple of copper can come and crash in this big common room right next to the fire. It's
Cool.
There's a lack of privacy, but that's all they can afford here.
I enjoy a cozy fire.
Excellent. So yeah, after dinner, I'll like go outside, sneak into some back alleyway, and cast invisibility on myself.
Certainly. What do you do with your dragon? Do you bring it into town?
Yeah.
All right. Excellent.
And then I tell him to He's like, all right, bro, I'll be right back. Or I'll be back in a bit. Everything's fine. They think I need help. I probably do.
The dragon just at you.
All right, excellent.
Did that dragon make a chicken noise?
I think it
Don't
did. I
question
think,
it. It's made out of metal.
I think that was a mistake. God damn it. I'll fix that later.
All right.
Something a little more dignified than
Tell me, Shag, do you have trouble depending on others?
Oh my god.
Do you seem to have this urge to work alone?
Well, yeah, that's because it's a lot harder to find a single kobold who's very quiet and can't be seen than it is to find 6 ding-dong, or I guess your dog, 7 ding-dongs who are just like stumbling around in a tower. You know what I'm saying?
I can't help but wonder if it's that, or if it's really that someone hurt you in your past.
I've been hurt a lot. Like, I've been stabbed, I've been
Yeah.
slashed, I've been thrown.
That Hydra jacked you up pretty good.
Yeah, the Hydra jacked me up pretty good. Yes, I have been hurt before.
I suspected.
What are you getting at? All right, neat.
Perhaps this is not the time to get.
Get out here while you can, man.
Yeah, it's like neato, and I just like
We can set up an appointment.
Do your appointments take place in hell?
no. He works here on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
You're
Yes.
All right,
Works thin in hell.
later, and yeah, I take off, go hide in an alley somewhere, cast invisibility on myself, and then just go into the fort.
All right. You head on over towards the fort. You get to the walls.
And
They
it's
are-
starting to get dark now, right?
You said at nighttime, yeah.
Yep.
All right. There are
Yep.
walls.
Perfect. There are walls. All right, I skate up the walls. How's the?
That's right. Your rollerblades just go right up vertical surfaces. No need to make a climb check. You just skate up, and you can see some guards patrolling, torches, lounging around.
Cool. Go down the other side.
Make me a perception check while you do this.
Sure.
Maybe this should have been an intelligence
Nope.
check instead. Never mind, you don't even care. You might notice, but you
mean-
don't realize the importance of some of these things, but it's fine. You just cruise on over. Whoop, 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 whoop. You're within the walls, and you're right up against the main building here. Now
All
what?
right, neato. Well, because I don't know where the evidence locker is, I'm gonna look for an open window. You know, someone wants that nighttime breeze,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go skate up to it and go inside.
Let's take a look. Are there any open windows? Yeah, it's a warm summer night. Someone left open a window, but as you skate up to it, you realize that there's bars across it.
That's fine. I'll look in there.
Inside is a bedroom. There's a person. Let me make a die roll here. There's a middle-aged man lounging in a bed. He's got a candle on right next to him, and he's got a newspaper that he's reading.
All right, that's fine. Are there any other open windows, or is this the only one?
Nope, this is the only open window.
All right. Find something else. Yeah, then I'll just go skate up to the roof and then start skating up the tower.
Okay. You skate up to the roof, you go to the tower, you begin to skate up it, and at the
Yeah, I'll
very
skate
top.
around it and look
Sure.
for any windows and see what information I can get about what's inside of it.
There are definitely windows, but they all have bars over them.
Okay.
Inside, at the very top tower, the very top floor has no windows, but the floor below that has a window, and you can look into
No
that, and you can see that
balconies or
there's a
anything?
staircase, not on the very top floor. They keep their treasury locked up in a dark, dank room. But the floor below that has windows, and you can see winding staircase going up the central section of the tower, and what looks to be like a library. There's books, shelves all around the walls, and a person burning the candle, the midnight candle, studying, and you can hear some mutterings about stupid precedent, Supreme Court should never have allowed that. Citizens United is a ridiculous law. We need to make them super citizens that have double voting rights. How do we do this?
Anyway, I don't care about that. Excellent. Then I skate to the top. They're like on the roof. There's no indication of a way to get.
There is a trapdoor on the very top of the roof that leads theoretically down.
Does it look like there's a way to open it?
There's a loop that you could pull.
I'm gonna gently pull on the loop.
It is locked from below.
Not on the outside.
No, there's no keyhole on the outside.
Damn. All right. Cool. So now I guess I see the flag now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep that in mind later.
Okay.
Definitely gonna need to face the shit out of that flag.
All right. In the meantime, did you have something? Do you have more?
I was just gonna continue with the scouting.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah. So I go back down. I'm gonna look for a balcony, and then try and make my way in through the balcony. Like, basically pick the lock.
Sure. Bad dice rolls. There is but one balcony and is not on the tower. It's just down on the regular keep. You can hop onto it. There is a door there, which is locked, but there is a spot on the outside. So what is your lock-picking check?
12.
And this is a good lock. So you beat it by 2. So it'll take you about 40 minutes to pick this.
40?
40. Now there's an issue. You're invisible, so you can't see your own lock picks. Is that more helpful or less helpful?
It doesn't matter. Like, as long as I can get them in there, it's all about the feel.
It's all about the feel. You don't need to see them?
Yeah. I mean, I could trial and error it a couple times.
Okay. I'll believe you on that one. I'm not a professional lockpick. I don't know anything about it. Sure. So, you'll sit and start picking. We're going to flip back to the rest of the party while you're picking this lock up here. Because you left your dragon at the inn. And the rest of the party's here in the flea bite. And as you're hanging out, someone comes into the flea bite and trips over the dragon. Sort of awkwardly, like walks right for it, tries to beeline around the corner, trips over it, hits the ground, sits up and goes, "Oh, my knee! Oh, it's broken! That dragon! It broke my knee!"
You damaged our dragon. Do you have any idea what the value of it is?
Oh, I don't know, but I'm sure my lawyer can come up with a great compensation plan for me. Who owns this dragon? I'm gonna sue you for all that you're worth.
No, I think you will be sued for damaging the dragon.
The dragon looks fine. My knee is so badly damaged. The pain and suffering.
Are you an engineer, sir?
No?
Then how can you tell that dragon looks fine? Can you
my
testify
knee.
as to how it
What if I
looks
use my
before
magic?
you did that to it?
I've got a magic healing bow. I can sing you to sleep and see if your pain.
Guys, literally
This
don't
man
worry
is
about
a
it. We're in
sham. He
Guys,
damaged
don't-
the dragon. He must pay.
Guys, it's literally worth nothing. We're in a town of scumbags and thieves, and not like me.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to let him out.
Is the whole tavern looking at us or what?
Yep. You've attracted the attention of the owner and a few other people that are sitting around taking a look.
Howdy.
All right, who among us is the sneakiest that is still in the room?
I would assume that's me.
All right, I'm gonna reach into my backpack, pull out. You see me just reaching behind my backpack towards you. I pull out a couple of colored pencils, hand them to you, and I lean back to you and go, sneak around the side of the dragon and write, step carefully, dragon on the side of it so he can't say, we can say he ignored the signs. It was clearly marked.
I mean, it's not our dragon. It's not our problem.
It's a tripping hazard. You should have known not to trip next to the tripping.
Oh, there wasn't a sign and I didn't know, and now the owner is liable for damages. This is bringing back flashbacks of when I damaged my other knee. Oh, the pain and suffering. How will I ever get through? Let me go talk to our Lord here. He's a great lawyer.
I'll walk up to him, and he's just a regular human.
Yeah.
All right, I'll put with one hand, but now you listen here. With the other, I grab his hand and say, "What? No, stop!" And pummel myself in the face with his fist. I'm trying.
Oh, he's assaulting my hand with his fist, with his
He's
face.
assaulting me.
No, you're assaulting me. Look, witnesses, look.
Oh, I think I've gone blind. Oh, my neck. I think I have whiplash.
Oh, the pain. I'm being assaulted twice over.
You all saw him. He assaulted me.
Can someone please bring us Lord? Can someone please bring us Lord Flag Tower Tall so we can sort this mess? Please, anyone?
The innkeep says, I'll send a messenger. Hold on. And he goes and gets a helmet and some elbow pads and some knee pads and hands them to a young boy who straps them on. And then he puts on like a padded vest and says to the kid, you know, go get Lord blah, 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 blah.
Flag Tower Tall.
Mm-hmm.
I'll lean over to the rest of you. This might be going easier than I thought. My plan was to stage a court crash.
You say this in the middle of the tavern?
I'm saying this to you guys quietly.
I think he's saying that to himself in his head.
I was going to stage a court crash to draw all the family out of the tower.
Mm.
I'm gonna look at is the gnome with the leg shut up?
The gnome? There's no gnome.
Or, I mean, the human with the leg?
Oh, yeah, he's right there. He's got his hand being pulled around by the Dark Lord.
Oh, yeah, right.
Punching the Dark Lord into the face.
No, the Dark Lord's punching the poor man in the hand with his face. That's
Okay.
Or I don't know. It's complicated, right?
Yeah, but Buck's gonna
We
leave
can
the
sort this out legal.
tavern.
I think my spine has been damaged. I should lay still to keep it from getting worse. Oh, my spine. I can't believe he beat me like that. I'll lay down on the furs.
All right. So it's complicated. There's a lot of witnesses,
Somebody
and Lord
call me a lawyer.
Tall Flag Tower is
Or a
being
lawyer.
summoned.
Like Tower Tall.
So let's
Someone
flip back.
call me a better lawyer.
Let's flip back to Shag, who's like up there trying to break in. And as you're like working on this lock, it's been like 10 minutes. You can hear the shouting coming from the gate, and maybe you throw a look over your shoulder, and here's this boy in pads and a helmet and, you know, big extra armor all over him, running towards the keep, shouting, "Let me in! Let me in! There's been an actable." Oh God, I don't know legal terms enough. There's been a actionable event at the inn. And the guards immediately throw open the doors and like hurry the man on. Hurry! Quickly! He's almost to bed. Get him before he goes to sleep. And the kid runs in through the front doors and winds up
if they've got
inside.
the doors up, like the moment I see that, I like abort mission and skate down the side and
All right.
skate through.
I need you
Yeah, you
to
are
give
invisible.
me a move silently check to see if you can move quietly and quickly enough to hop on in before the kids get there.
I'd say that they're making quite a ruckus.
They are, but this is more of like can you get there at the right...
So just my flat score then.
Yeah, just give me a flat score. It's about movement ability. Hugh, yeah, very nice. You slip on in right behind the kid. They open the doors, he runs in, you skate on him, they slam the doors behind him. And you can follow this kid as he runs up to the 3rd floor of the tower where Lord... I've already forgotten his name for the 10th time.
Flag Tower Tall.
Flag Tower Tall is, and the kid comes up to the door and then announces, "I'm going to knock on the door, be careful!" And then
Shake my head.
the door opens and there is Lord Flag Tower Tall standing before him. He's a short man with a multi-buttoned vest on. He looks at the kid and the kid says, "There's been an actionable offense at the inn. They need you." And he nods and grabs some papers and some books, shoves them in a briefcase, looks
Alright,
around
but-
for a moment, opens it, and puts a couple of dumplings in the briefcase too, closes it again, and runs off with the kid.
Before he runs off, I'm gonna try and pickpocket keys off of him.
Ooh, that's gonna be a tough thing in this situation.
He's distracted, filling his shit in the briefcase.
I mean,
He
he's
is
invisible. It's not just like
Also
he's
invisible.
unaware that he's being pickpocketed. He's unaware that there is anybody there.
right, but
And
the
at the worst,
issue
the
is
kid
that you have a very short window of opportunity, right? It's not like you can
I have
gauge your
24 moves.
time. All right, pickpockets. La 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 la. It is fairly quiet out because it's nighttime. These two people are talking, but it is fairly quiet. So we'll just give you a -2 on your check.
For
Go for it. Yeah.
Ugh, actually, I have to roll out on this one.
Oh my god. All right. While he's packing his briefcase, he momentarily has to move something and the keys are easily exposed and you swipe them and then he takes off with the kid and they head back into town. And here you are on the 3rd floor of the very tall, unfloored tower, or unnamed floored tower. The tower with I don't know how many floors are here.
In the goddamn
You're on the 3rd
tower.
floor. You're on the, yeah, thank you. I shouldn't talk. I just,
It's all good.
words are not my forte.
Didn't have to use the key to the city. That's good.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
You've got the keys.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Perfect.
what?
I'm gonna make my way up to the tower and see if I can, if these keys access where I need to go.
Sure.
Look for traps.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll skate along the side of the wall to do it. Can't get hit. If there are any traps, I can't get hit by traps if they're gonna be on the floor.
All right. So you skate along the walls, going up and up and up and up and up into the tower until you get to the point where there are no more windows, and then you're in this weird dark room, or this weird dark center part because the stairs go up the middle.
It's fine.
And you
I've got-
can see
I've
the
got
trap
that.
door above you, and you can see the door to what must be the top floor right before you.
Yep. Is that person still in here?
No,
The person. Okay.
no. That person was Lord Tallflower Fort or whatever. Tall flag
Excellent.
fort tower tall
I'm going to
thing.
unlock the door. 'cause I-
Tower flag top.
Yeah, that's what I said.
TFT.
Yep. Because I assume that that it needs a key, so I'll unlock it
Mm-hmm.
and then
And then
I'll go in there and see
Alright.
if the evidence is in here. If this is the evidence locker or not.
You enter into the top floor, and sure enough, this is probably an evidence locker for all sorts of places. There's shelves and little chests all about with things in them all over the place, but there's also like 5 very large safes up here too. And some protrusions and some weird walls. It's almost like a really complicated, I don't want to say a trap room, but like a paranoid person is storing all of their valuable things in all of these different compartments and containers, and there's like protrusions from the walls that create separate rooms that have like doors on them that you would have to walk into. These separate, it's a complicated mess. It'll take you probably a few hours to sort through and find what you need. But it's nighttime and no one else is around.
Yeah, I've got time and I've got infravision. It's
Mhm.
great. Before I do any of that though, I'm gonna go and undo whatever locking mechanism it is that's on the roof. So that way I can make a quick escape if I need to.
Okay.
Like I won't open it, but it'll be
Right. Let's flip back to the rest of the party at the tavern.
All right.
Yeah, I lean over. You did write that on the side of the dragon while I was distracting everyone, right?
No, it's not our dragon.
We need to distract everyone, get as many lawyers from the tower as possible.
They'll get here. Trust me on that part.
Just write it on the side of the dragon.
Sure, fine. What check do I have to make to try and sneak over and write it on the dragon?
I think we're thinking about this problem wrong. One must not attack the head of a problem, as more problems will just come back to bite you. You must instead attack the body of the problem so it can't move, and then you teleport it somewhere else with a magical harness.
Are you the student?
Oh, I know exactly what he's talking about, and
Exactly. It's a good philosophical opinion here.
it's not. It's how we beat up a Hydra.
It works.
All right.
You're right, it worked, but it's not philosophical if it happened.
It's a metaphor.
It's not a metaphor.
Philosophy class this semester.
Not the When the heck is Lord Towerfall gonna get here?
He arrives. We can just do it right now.
There he is.
Yep. He shows up and comes on in and looks around.
Help, I have whiplash.
And the other guy goes, "Help, help! I tripped over the unmarked dragon and that man assaulted me." And Lord Tall Fort Tower looks around and goes back and forth and looks up Dark Lord and goes, "Well, I'll see you in
He's
court."
lying, and I can prove it.
Prove it then.
All right. Have him turn around, facing the wall, away from me. Is he doing it?
No, he's just
Have
looking
him
at you.
turn around so he's not looking at me.
No.
I can prove it that he's making it all up.
Prove it then.
I need him to look towards the wall.
He holds up a hand and goes, "You don't have to listen to this."
I can
And-
prove that he's lying by doing this.
What? So we
My
like,
client is under no obligation to turn around and look at any wall. Unless you have a court injunction to make him stare at that wall, he's not
I
obligated
simply
to.
wish him not
Ted will
to
start
look
to
at
walk
me.
over towards Mr. Towerfall and go,
Mhm.
"Sir, I understand you are a very hardworking man. And I'm not sure if this man down there is worth your time in terms of services in comparison to this knight that got punched in the face."
This is a knight. Are
Yes,
you a
he
knight?
is.
Yes, I am.
Ooh, well,
cast the darkness thing. That way we know that.
Be the knight.
That's what I shall do then.
wait, hold
cast
on. No
darkness.
unauthorized magic allowed in this tavern. It's clearly posted on the signs in 10 different languages out front.
He's not just any knight.
It's a
I
very-
simply
it's
need
very
him
literate,
not
yeah.
to be looking at me while he describes me.
Excuse me, hold on. I need to confer with my client for a moment. The Lord goes aside and starts whispering back and forth with the guy, and then he comes back and goes, "All right, Sir Knight. What do you want?"
I simply wish to prove that he's lying. I'm going to ask him to describe something.
Well,
from
the
his-
lies aside, what do you want? What do we need to do to solve this problem between my client and the supposed night ship here?
That's an important thing to note, that I am a noble. That means I can kill as many peasants like him as I wish.
You're not
And pay you a
necessarily
fine, of
wrong
course.
here,
He's your
but
peasant, so I would have
but
to
hold
pay
on.
him.
You're getting ahead of yourself. What do you want, huh? What are we working with here? I'm sure we can find a peaceful agreement to all of these problems.
I
He
look
could
over.
apologize for punching me, which is a hanging offense for a peasant to punch a noble.
Do you want an apology? Well, an apology is an admission of guilt, and that's not quite something that we're ready to agree to here. The evidence seems to be pretty broad. So can you give me something? Is there something else you might want?
Like, Sir Knight, if I may make a suggestion.
You may.
Considering that we are at an impasse and we are lacking evidence in both terms, how about we simply say
I
that,
could provide the evidence.
Sir
that he's
Knight?
lying.
let's simply say that for now, we go with an impasse of, per se, Let's go with 50 gold to pay for a cleric to heal Sir Knight's face, so that such damages never occurred.
He's a cleric. You can
Take
pay
care
him.
of my whiplash.
Shut up.
Agreed then. 50 gold pieces to compensate the care, the medical care for my whiplash, and perhaps another 50 for my pain and suffering.
A 50-50 situation. Let me confer with my client. He leans back over.
As his lawyer, of course, you would receive 50 of that.
All right.
50,
It seems here that my client is willing to make a non-binding, non-precedent-setting, non-admission of guilt apology for your pain and suffering, and is willing to give you 30 hours of labor if you will also make a non-binding, non-guilt accepting apology for injuring his face, his hand with your face, and act as a witness on his behalf against the owner of this mechanical beast. What do you say?
I would not feel morally good with that, because I saw him examine the beast very closely and then intentionally bang his knee on it.
Hold on a moment, Sir Knight. I do have a question. If your client's knee is damaged, how good of a worker can he be for the 30 hours?
Also, why isn't he living?
It's a catch 23 right there.
They catch 23.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I guess I asked the question. If his knee is damaged from tripping over some dragon, how well labor can he provide under such terms?
Or even better, we could test out the degree of his actual injury. I lean over to Scraps.
oftentimes injuries are psychosomatic, you know? I'm
And
sure
I say,
once...
how about this? I give him a 5-second head start, and then Scraps starts chasing him. If he is indeed injured and Scraps is able to catch him easily, then perhaps he was injured. If he is able to flee at top speed before his limbs are bitten off and swallowed one by one, then we'll know he was lying.
what house did you say you were from again?
He is from the House Lionheart.
He's the most prominent family in the city of 9 Terrors.
I am afraid that, legally speaking, we don't recognize lordships created by the City of 9 Terrors for what I think ought to be obvious reasons. You are a demon lord, right? Right, we don't recognize your authority nor your lordships here.
And counselor.
You don't recognize him? He's quite famous.
I'm sorry. For legal purposes in Drekis, you are just a commoner, in which case, I will see you in court. Of course, the court will be held in my throne room tomorrow, and we'll sort this out. Don't worry, I can play an impartial judge and his counselor, and it's fine.
How are you going to see him in court if you can't recognize him? That's another catch 23 right there.
Sir Tower Flag Tall, I simply would like to point something out. You are a lawyer, correct?
That has been proven in court, yes.
Excellent. So you realize that at one point, you will arrive in my domain. Would it be wise to make an enemy of me and not to recognize my dominion?
Regardless of what is in my best interest, I have a legal obligation to my client, and I must work on his behalf.
All right. I guess I can try this one. Sir Black Towerfall.
Yes.
Towerfall. I would like to inform you that our Sir Knight over here, while he's being from another domain, he is under, at the moment, the flag of House Lionheart of Crownhold.
House Lionheart, you say?
Yes, sir.
And who here is a representative of House Lionheart?
That would be me, sir.
We just went over that.
You!
No, me, the guy, the knight.
Well,
The noble.
he... Yes, right. You didn't identify yourself as a noble earlier.
As you can see from my current attire, because I hadn't changed into my
I see.
noble clothes yet, I'm currently acting, you could say, undercover under some different business practices.
Right. Well, we do recognize the authority of House Crownhold, but as a foreign nation, I think the best thing we ought to do is just send your diplomat emissary man home, and then we won't press charges against him, and everything can be fine then.
We can agree to those terms. After tonight, he will head home.
Perfect. Then this is all settled. And he whispers in his client's ear and shoos him away. Excellent. So, to recap, you will head home. My client will head home. No one is guilty or has admitted to anything, except for the owner of this mechanical dragon, who is still in violation of...
Of course, when such said owner shows up, I will happily help take him to court with you.
Perfect. And he reaches out to shake your hand.
I'll shake his hand.
Permission to shake your hand, of course.
Of course.
Good. And he shakes your hand. Good. Excellent. In the meantime, our beloved student here, Buck, what have you been up to? These people have been arguing back and forth. What's going on, Buck?
I had said that he stepped outside.
Yeah, but what's going on outside?
I don't know what's going on outside.
It's a cool night here. There's a group of, what do you call them? Hooligans hanging out, kicking a soccer ball around back and forth. And when no one's looking, or when they think no one's looking, but you're actually there watching, but you're cool because you're their same age, so they don't really give a shit. They start pulling out some paint and drawing on the side of the tavern wall.
Cool. I'll walk up and start looking at the drawings. What's going on?
They are writing sections of legal passage and then changing keywords to make obscene phrases. So, instead of the, oh god, I don't know a legal phrase. Instead of habeas corpus, it's habeas bonaris or something like that. It's childish graffiti.
Okay. Huh. He'll say, huh. He'll walk back. He'll walk back towards the front of the bar, I guess.
Cool.
Do they say anything?
No, they just kind of snicker and they see you see it and they don't really care because you're their same age. They assume you're on their side. And, they point at a few of their favorite phrases that they've marked up.
Cool. All right, I'll walk back towards the front of the bar.
All right.
Ted will go take a seat once Lord Tower Tallfall has left.
Okay.
Sigh.
Yeah, I think he goes back into the bar as soon as Towerfall leaves.
All right. Towerfall bounces.
Ted is mentally exhausted.
Tower flag tall. TFT.
Tower flag.
Tower flag tall. Excellent. All right, back to Shag. You are in this complicated room. It'll take you a few hours to search it. It's a lot of shit
I don't know,
in here.
sounds like I've got a few hours.
Sure.
Wouldn't the 8 by 9 foot paintings sort of be easy to notice?
One would think
For
so.
paperclip.
Unfortunately, there are no large paintings on display anywhere. I guess Shag just starts digging around through stuff. Give me a perception check, or a series of perception checks to see how long it takes you to find these things. 1, 2,
Jesus.
3 hours. 3 hours in. Okay. So sure enough, you're in one of these sub rooms in here, and there is this long box. It looks like I don't know how to describe it. It's like an old World War I ammunition case, sort of long rectangular box. And it's locked, but it's the right size for like a folded up tapestry, and nothing else here is the right size for a folded up tapestry.
All right, well, I'll see if the key to that box is on the key ring.
It is not, unfortunately.
How good is the lock? I feel like I could take a minute or so to determine.
Yeah, it is. It's another good lock, so to take you about 40 minutes, 10 minutes.
How heavy is the box?
With the paintings and everything, it's probably like 45 or 50 pounds.
It's heavy.
Just lower it out the window with a rope and then go around and pick it up.
What window? There's no window here.
Yeah, I could just take it out the top.
Oh, I thought there was a barred window.
No, not in this room. In the other rooms, there's windows, but it wouldn't fit between the bars anyway, even if there were barred windows in here. So what are you doing, Shag?
I'm gonna need someone else to get in.
You could see if that trapdoor leads to the roof.
It does.
It certainly does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been on the roof.
Yeah,
I'd
well,
say
then you
it's
can just
roughly.
grab it and skate down the wall and off you go.
Yeah, no, it's just really heavy to do that. It'll be
Yeah,
tough.
Shag's not super strong.
I've only got 9 strength.
Yeah. Maybe you could get some backup and help. I mean, you have a whole crew here. You don't have to do this instant.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
All right.
9 strength, you can still carry 40 or 50 pounds.
I know I can, but even with 24 move speed, that'll put me down to like what, 6 or something?
Probably very low. You might bang into things. What if you drop it and it tumbles down the stairs and makes a bunch of noise? You're running into risky business.
Yeah, and it's also super awkward. It's not just the pure weight, it's also the size difference.
Yeah.
Like if I picked up something that was like 9 feet long, I would still bang the shit out of everything. Now
Well,
imagine,
if you go out the roof and then just skate down the side of the tower,
yeah, no, I'm saying
you
it'd
run
still be
into.
awkward, and I'd still say it's prone to me just dropping it.
Okay. So we're gonna take a
That
break.
being
When
said, I've got an idea where I can just drop it
Yeah.
and raise the alarm, and then get the fuck out.
we're
Maybe
gonna
that's
figure
the
that
signal.
out on the other side of our break. See you guys soon. Bye bye.